Good morning, Bates. It's Wednesday morning. I hope everyone had a good Tuesday. We saw the beacons of the week yesterday, which was great to see. Mr. Fonseca, how you doing today?
Doing fantastic. So excited to be here this Wednesday with our scholars. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week so far. Even though we're just 2 days in now, it feels like we're going to have a really successful week. And I'm hoping that even though it's a short week, it's a really productive one for everyone too.
Yeah, absolutely. So we didn't get to check in with everybody yesterday because of the beacons of the week. It was a longer video, but again, so proud of those beacons. And every week we have new beacons of the week, being safe, responsible, and respectful. Representing our core values, and you always have the opportunity to earn that. And so we can't wait to see who the beacons are this week. And as Mr. Fonseca talked about, it is a short week. That means that we really need to focus because before you know it, the week is over. So we want to make it as productive as possible, right?
That's right. So yeah, coming in this short week, making sure we're following all of the expectations that our teachers have for us so that we're not wasting any time. You know that sometimes when we have a day that is not a school day, we can sometimes forget a little bit about what's expected of us, but we really got to push through that and make sure that no matter how much time we spend out of school, when we come back in, that same day we come back in or that same week, we're right back on the ball trying our hardest again.
Yep. In third, fifth, and fourth grade, right? Today is a full remote day for everybody, right? We have K2 in the building.
Yes.
So that means that, make sure you have your links, right? Make sure you know where you're going. Make sure you're doing your asynchronous work or your activities on Google Classroom or Seesaw. Make sure you know what you're doing today because, just because it's a remote day and you've been in the building doesn't mean that it's a day off. We still got to work hard through the entirety, correct?
That's exactly right. So coming in online as well, just really
Mhm.
strong, making sure that you're humping on every single link and that you're getting all of your assignments submitted online as well. And if you don't understand, reach out to your teacher. Tell your teacher during the Zoom or connect with your teacher through their email if that's one of the ways that they've been asking you to connect with them and talk about what you don't understand about the assignment and they're there to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know this is like we have a quick sprint, if you will, right? So not a very
We
long
do.
time until February or winter break. I think it might be like 3 weeks.
That's right. Exactly. It's
Um,
very,
so
very
and it
short
seems
time.
like we were just on a break. So that means you really got to take advantage of this time. Work really hard, and you'll have another little rest to go. At the end of February. So make
That's
sure
right.
that you're really focused, listen to your teachers. Um, engaging in the lessons with your teachers and with your classmates in those breakout groups. Or if there's any other chat rooms that you're working with, making sure that you're engaging, you're participating, because before you know it, it's going to be the end of trimester two. So we want to make sure everyone, you know, is getting the best possible assessments during that time.
That's exactly right.
Right. Anything else going on this week?
Yeah, this week again being a short week, just a reminder that last week we started the hybrid for our students in 3, 4, and 5. So again, remembering that today being Wednesday, is the remote day, like Mr. Softic said. But again, starting on Thursday, there will be students who are coming in again in person for the hybrid and again on Friday. So making sure that you check with yourself and your schedule, which of your days are you coming in throughout the week so that you're always kept up to speed on that. And you always know, if you're one of our hybrid students, which days you're coming in and which days you're not coming in.
Yeah, and with that, so if you're an in-person, if you're supposed to be in person, that means you're supposed to be here.
Hmm.
That doesn't mean there's going to be a remote link if you're absent. If you're supposed to be in person, we need you here. That's what you signed up for. That's what you're scheduled for, because that's how a lot of our services and lessons are planned around where you're expected to be. All right. So if you're in person, be here. Be here on time. If there's any issues with that, you got to make sure you contact, your teachers around that.
Hmm.
All right,
That's
because we can't. So yes, there are some remote links for students who have to quarantine, or for students who are already remote. But if you're in person, we don't really have those remotes like those links like that. It takes time to have them developed, and it's certainly not there if you're supposed to be in person. So make sure you are here every day, and because we need you here, right?
Mr. Softik's saying if you're part of that, you can't say like one day, oh, one day I'm not really feeling like coming in person, I'm gonna go on Zoom instead.
Mhm.
No, you can't do that. It doesn't work like that. If you're in person, you have to come in person. And if something comes up, an emergency, you have to communicate with the school. But yeah, like Mr. Softik said, if you're in person, Come in person all the time. Don't say, "Oh, I don't feel like it today. I'm gonna Zoom." You can't. You've got to be here in person.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was something we saw a little bit last week, and obviously it's the first week, so we're working out,
Mhm.
some of those wrinkles, and we are going to get through it. But I want to make sure that everyone was clear on that expectation, so that this week and the weeks after as successful as possible. All right.
Yeah.
As long and again, when we're in the building, making sure that we're safe, following those safety protocols every day, because that's really important if you're here.
Yep. I also want to encourage everyone to bring an extra mask with you. I've seen a couple of different situations yesterday where students, they could have used another mask because something happened to the one they had, but they didn't have a backup one. Always try to have an extra mask in your backpack. Some students, it helps them to have an extra mask on their backpack, even as they're getting on the bus, in case they forgot to put one on their face. Oh, they say, well, I've got one in my backpack. That's a backup mask. Always useful to have an extra mask so that you're never caught without a mask here at Bates.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And again, today is a remote day for our 3, 4, 5 and our remote, K2 students. So make sure you're getting in, logging in, and participating as we talked about. And I wish everybody a great day. Let's get after it, okay? So, Mr. Fonseca, do you want to take it away?
Absolutely. And as always, it's a great day to be great.